I like to be real and authentic with you because you deserve it. So I'm fighting some type of cold or whatever I think now, and this cough that I can't get rid of, it's annoying the hell out of me. But I still came on here to give you what you come here for, reactions. So being honest with you, this is raw and real. I'm not trying to make some $1 million movie. So you get sick Tazz. But I'm all right for the most part. But I'm just letting you know if I sound off. But this is a special reaction due to a Patreon PayPal donation request, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling healthier than me right now. But if you're not, still share if you want to, because this is a place where you can let it out, you can let loose. I like you to think of Taz Reacts as a place where you can just unwind and be yourself. Okay, nobody is perfect. Damn sure I'm not. But anyway, yeah. So, Teenage Bottlerocket is the name of the group. The song is called Maverick. I'll tell you a little bit more in a moment. But first, grab a drink, sit back on your comfy couch, and wait until Taz reacts. All right, all right, all right. So, yeah, so thank you for the donation. Most of the money goes back into the channel. The unfortunate truth, none of this stuff that I use behind the scenes is free. They like to charge you for everything. There's a whole bunch of software that I need to do for recording, then editing, then creating thumbnails, to adding some bells and whistles. Because I don't like to be boring. I like to be a little bit different. That's just me in general. And I like to try and keep it interesting for you, visually and audibly, and things like that. Um, so yeah. So the shout out goes up to the awesome and the amazing Cough Drop. Woo! Thank you, Cough Drop, very much for your support. Thank you for also joining my Patreon channel a while ago. Everybody, my Patreon is just $1, and that's for a whole 30 days. Um, So you get early access to things. Some stuff I put exclusively on there. And it just, like I said, it further supports the channel. I know finances in the world is crazy, so I figured $1 for 30 days is a good deal. So just think about it. Anyway, enough about me. Teenage Bottle Rocket. I reacted to the one time before a long time ago, a very long time ago, because I don't remember much. I think they had masks on, and it was kind of like a cool punk rocky type of vibe and feeling, which I was all about that. So now it's a new song, Maverick. Well, new to me. I haven't seen it yet because I never pre-watch anything. If you did not know who they are an American rock band formed in Laramie, Wyoming in 2000. The rock band was formed by twin brothers Ray and Brandon Carlisle following the dissolution of their previous band, Homeless Wonders. Wow. What an oxymoron of a title there. I like that. Yeah, so the genre is rock, and I think like a punk rock vibe. Um, so that's pretty cool. Have you heard of them before? Tell me about it. I never like to assume, and I always love to be educated by you in the comments because I can't see you. Our conversation is our ebb and flow. So talk. Don't just peep in here. Just talk to me too. I really love to learn from you in here. Tell me a joke. Anything you want to tell me that's positive, I'm all down for it. So anyway, some fun facts that maybe you didn't know about Teenage Bottle Rockets is the band is known for their fast-paced, catchy punk rock sounds, influenced by bands like the Ramones, Screeching Weasel, and the Lillingtons. Their style has been described as Ramones core, Weasel core, and leather jacket punk. Never heard of any of those things. So that's interesting. Have you? Again, tell me all about it. Also, Teenage Bottle Rocket includes pop culture references in their songs, such as Metallica, Nothing Else Matters, When I'm With You, Minecraft, They Call Me Steve, and a jab at Kiss, Bigger Than Kiss. Um, Their band's lyrics often use humor, poking fun at relationships, the party scene, and daily interactions. So that's a little bit about them. And I like that. I like how they are not like many cookie cutters, as I call them, musicians out there. You know, it's a competitive world out there and you have to stand out sometimes. And they chose this way to stand out. And I hope it's working for them. I don't follow them or anything like that. So I don't know if they're huge. They don't seem huge on YouTube here, at least, but hopefully they became huge somewhere else. And they're working on getting huge here in the United States. That's where I'm at. So I don't know. But we'll be the judge of this. I'm very honest here. So if I like a song, I'll tell you. If I don't like a song, I'll tell you too. You know why? Because it's my perspective. I'm not scared to say how I feel because I like to be authentic. You like authenticity. If you don't, why are you here? Go somewhere else because I'm real here. But anyway, let's get into this. Support them, subscribe to them, like and comment to them. If you have the ability to buy any music that they have for sale, is what I implore you to do because I'm all about giving exposure and recognition to the musicians. Let's hear what this is all about, and I will commentate after the song is through. So don't go anywhere and wait until Tazzz reacts.
You say it's not my flying, it's my attitude. You should never bust the tower if we're in the mood. My old man gave me a bad rap, so Charlie's giving me a hard time. Cougar lost his edge, he was holding on too tight. If we screw up just a little bit before the cargo plans, so the rubber dog shit out of our gunman. It's classified, I tell you, but you have to die. If we don't pull together soon, we'll get our name on the plaque in the ladies' room. Silence, sticks, and jet to dead. I gotta know there's running songs stuck in my head in the bedroom today. So I let you a paper airplane. She said this could be complicated. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Go! Highway to the danger zone takes my breath away. She lost that love and feeling, man, it flew away. My old man gave me a bad rap, so Charlie's giving me a hard time. Cuckoo lost his edge, he was holding on too tight. If we screw up just a little bit before the car got bad, so the rubber dog shit out of our gunman is classified. I tell you, but you have to die. If we don't pull together soon, we'll get our name on the plaque in the ladies' room. Cider sticks and jets to dead. I gotta know there's really songs stuck in my head in the bedroom today. So I left her a paper airplane. She said this could be complicated. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Go! Top Gun, baby. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Top Gun, baby. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Top Gun, baby. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Top Gun, baby. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated.
Okay. So first, let me say before I forget, Kaufman's going to love this part. Kaufman is actually a real life in person, one of my best friends, but I'm still honest and he knows this. There's some songs that he has paid a reaction to that I flat out hated and I said it and he knows this. I don't want you all to think because we're real friends that this is tainted. I'm honest. If my own mama gave me a song to react to, I would say if I hated it, like for real. But anyway, um, what was I going to say? Oh, so one of our things that we have ongoing is I always tell him how I prefer videos that have an actual video. And he always says how he likes better videos that are audio. I'm going to give it to him now because I'm realizing since I found out when I pressed play that this is an audio, it allowed me to look up the lyrics. I didn't have to look at anything. I just had to listen carefully. So that actually helped me out because then I could do what's that word? Phrase, kill two stones with a bird? No, kill two birds with a One of those bird things. It allowed me to do that because I didn't have to focus on visually looking at anything. So, yay, cough drop. You got me there. So, they made a lot of reference to Top Gun. That was a very good movie. Um, and it's really exhilarating. What I like about Teenage Bottle Rocket, because I remember it now a little bit from when I reacted to them the first time, is well, they have that playfulness about them. They have that goofy type of persona and playfulness and like almost like valley talk, like dude, and valley talk like that. But in this case, like there's a severity in the meaning of the song, but camouflaged, I guess that'd be the right word, in a playful manner. But I like that because I'm thinking of the people that are their target audience. Like, some people, if you wanted something to say that's beneficial or could be tragic, they want to know, don't sugarcoat it. Tell me just like this. Give me the bad news. Some people are like that. Then other people, you can't just hit them with all the hard stuff just like that. You have to like wrap it in some type of sugar coated form, um, and make it sound interesting or make it more sink in. Does that make sense? Tell me if that makes sense. So that's what I feel that they were doing. They were talking a lot about like, because I brought up the lyrics, as I had mentioned. If we screw up just a little bit, we'll be flying cargo planes full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. Man, it's classified. I tell you, but you have to die. If we don't pull together soon, we'll get our names on the plaque in the ladies' room. Slider sinks and Jester's dead. I got an Otis Redding song stuck in my head in her bedroom today, so I left her a paper airplane. She said this could be complicated. I'm the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. Go. It was very clever how they put Top Gun references all throughout that and stuff like that. But this is yet again one of those songs that I feel is about those societal expectations. There's so much in the world that we are viewed by and based upon, and some people the societal pressure can get to them, but this is easier to get to people through social media things and stuff like that now as opposed to back in the day when that didn't exist. um and it shines, to me, it shines a spotlight on it, but again it does it in a comedic way to not just be too strong like that, um but to still have a meaning. It's almost like a clue. If you're playing the game of Clue, the evidence isn't right there to immediately pick up. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of moving stuff around and stuff like that. So just kind of picture it that way. Does that make sense? Um, they have like such the uh they have such like a carefree and type of rebellious type of spirit that they have about them. But then as the song, as you're hearing it like progress, you sense like that urgency, if you will, um, to like desire to get a message across. Like when I'm looking at like the lyrics, he had mentions about like referencing Top Gun again. Um, she she's the only guy in Top Gun she ever dated. That makes me think of, can you remember back to when you were younger and stuff like that, particularly in high school? Because that's usually when feelings of attraction kind of like started to surface as your puberty kicked in. Um, there's that vulnerability to it. Not every kid back in high school was a G or was a rock star when it came to like flirting or dating or things like that. So there was that societal pressure. And sometimes it was masked by that bravado, that toughness that you try to have. Some people did it successfully. Some people did it successfully. Some others didn't. There was still that pressure, but so they make reference to that. It's something that's very relatable. We all have our own story of how high school was for us. Share yours with us. Um, Mine was okay because here's the thing with me, and tell me if this helped you at all. When I realized at a young age that there's two things someone can say to you, yes or no. When I realized that, it was not a shock. When I asked somebody something like, "Hey, you want to dance? Hey, you want to go out on a date? Hey, you want to do this?" I know that they're going to either say yes or no. So, of course, you're hoping for yes. But if I hear a no, I wasn't going to be like, because I was already prepared for it. That helped me at least. So it wasn't like a shock. And I didn't take it as, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. I always took it as, oh, must be something wrong with them. They're lost. But that got me through it. Now, I know it can't always be that simple. Well, I mean, I didn't think it was simple, but I know that that might not work for everybody. But tell me how you handle things from younghood into adulthood and maybe even until now. Like, even now, if you're grown and you're going to a club or a party or an event and you see somebody that interests you, just know that you're going to get a yes or a no and be prepared for it. Don't think that you're the best thing since sliced bread if they say no, like, what's wrong with you? Just say something wrong with them. And they might be doing you a favor because maybe they would have said yes and they would have been a freaking nightmare. Anyway, that's the gist of it. I like the playfulness of the song. I like how they masked everything. And it sounded comedic. And now it makes me want to watch Top Gun again, god damn it. So anyway, all right, this is the part of the show I do a thumbs up pass if I like a song, thumbs out ass if I don't like a song. I liked it. It was quirky. It was quirky and it had a meaning behind it. And I just love their whole like yuppie dude type of voice, like dude, where's my car type of voice. So yeah, I like those movies growing up, that and like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Caddyshack. I'm trying to think of movies where they all had that type of talk. Um, yeah. So anyway, if you want to see actually the other song that I reacted to a gabillion years ago, to Teenage Bottle Rocket, then I want you to check out over there. Also, check out my store. Damn it! Look at this nice merch. Get a nice Tazzz shirt, T-shirt, and also my Take It Easy and Keep It Breezy hat. All of my virtual store. If you click the store tab, I think it would be up there on your YouTube channel. Check it out. Also know that if you do, 15% of all sales goes to my favorite and only charity that I do, No Kid Hungry. All right. So yes, I'm plugging the hell out of all that because no kid should be hungry. All right. And also if you don't do it that way, I have the charity Tazz's Tots on the front of the channel itself. Also, that goes, all of that money, 100% of what's raised goes directly to No Kid Hungry. All right, the Taz Tots. Um, so yeah. All right, thank you guys so much. And I want you to take it easy and keep it breezy.